When I was an undergrad, I went to the COP conference, COP 23 in Germany, in Bonn, and there were a lot of different forms of protest at that meeting, even though the meeting itself, there were lots of kind of droll um, legislative processes that were happening. But outside of that, there were climate protesters. And I think I'm really inspired by climate protesters that kind of bring this new energy into the legislative process. I also think that a lot of I was involved in the slow food movement when I was an undergrad. It advocates for good, clean, and fair food for all, and it's originally a movement that came out of Italy, but now it's a worldwide movement. And I was doing a lot of climate protests and food protests there. And so I'm inspired by like movements, not only by climate activists in like this international climate sphere, but also farmers and agricultural workers who are doing their own forms of protest. I don't know. I think some of the main challenges that I see to kind of climate and even climate and the intersection with religion, but I see that there is really a deficit in information, a misinformation problem. And I think that's, you can kind of see that in how politically divided we are. But I think one of the things that I'm currently doing now and that I feel is really um, worthwhile in my own kind of professional life is I'm in publishing now, and I see ideas as their own form of protest. I think a lot of what the academics are doing, and even we publish non-academic authors as well, but what they're doing around climate and around religion are revolutionary in their own ways. And I think ideas have a lot of power in that way. And so I feel very inspired by my work in publishing, especially my kind of work around publishing kind of banned topics or ideas. I mean, I work across the ideological spectrum, especially our work, like the books that we publish at Yale University Press. But I definitely feel inspired within like publishing as well. But yeah, there's a lot of things that inspire me. I think there are a lot of challenges, even with like climate litigation and climate policy. But I think the people who really care, I think they're still there, and especially through protest and through ideas, you can really see that happening. And there's definitely movement there.